Most of these are the hybrid sorts, which are becoming very, very popular. There is, if somebody out there could hold that for me. Ocelot, red flame. I thought there was a flame. There is also a Madagascar lace flame.
T5 lighting.
That's what I can. Actually, I want
That one's the big one.
They do.
That's the
I put them on the tank, so then I brought them out.
Decliner bar, instant aquascape.
Small.
They're cheaper on.
Which sort plant have you chosen? Yes, Indian red.
At least they got some other kinds of lights out there. I don't know
Sarah's doing all this with no spoons, no, let's say a plastic knife. I think if Bluefish will be selling. And really, we need to keep it quiet so that they can concentrate it, keep concentrating grunts, groans, and maybe some squeals. Our true aquascapers will not hear those sounds, so it will not bother them. Which sword have you chosen?
I chose the red flame sword.
Wow. Awesome.
You use some of the crypt yet? How much of it can I take?
I used a lot of it. So you can
Have the wet crypt?
Yeah, I had a little pump of it.
15 minutes to go.
What? Somebody write global on the ceiling or something?
How is the pressure so far? Are you feeling pressured by this?
Heck no.
Or are you so into it that there is you focus everything else on?
Should have bought a bottle of booze or something.
So Ben, what's your planning spots beyond this tank right now?
Beat Sarah.
Yours, Sarah.
What's mine?
Yeah, your planning spots. How are you? What kind of layout are you doing?
I don't know.
Wing it.
I'm putting stuff around the dribble. I'm liking the fact that there aren't birds squawking.
Do you generally classify your style as the American style, as mine usually are what we call the American style, rather than there's Japanese?
Japanese style.
It sure as hell isn't Japanese or European.
You have far too many different kinds.
I'm way too disorganized. Well, I tend to do more, like, there's more balsamic, I'd use it over here too.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
This is kind of difficult with this way because, you know, we got the donation of the plants, but each we got one of these, one of those, one of those, one of those. We didn't get multiples of anything. Besides, we got a big mother plant of the red crypt, so we could split that up, which is actually a good lesson with the crypts. You can't just split them right down to one. I mean, you really should gotta have like at least three leaves on it, but you can just keep splitting that. But the rest, besides what Sarah brought in, you can't really make a whole big field of something because we just don't have those plants available. So it's a little bit of a handicap with that. But they both have the same, they got to deal with the same issue.
Well, I don't know if we both have the same handicap.
Well, that's why I said it. Because I know you don't have the same handicap.
Reach empty in that, right, Sarah?
Should have made her stand a little taller.
That was the first nasty, you did not fill her love bucket with that.
Nobody could get eco complete all over the back of his neck.
Sarah has definitely used less hardscape in hers so far, but they're free to go back and add some if they want to. They're being voted on. Yeah, so it's just how popular you are and how much you paid off the audience.
So that 20 bucks is
No,
This
$20
counts
is
as
mine.
bluefish.
waxing gimmicks. Probably end up snatching.
What is the bunch plant you've chosen?
This is tuberculosis.
It's a very feathery leaved plant. One thing to keep in mind with bunch plants, don't just take the bunch with the lead weight on it and stick it in the ground. It's easy that way. You gotta take the lead weight out and take them and generally plant them in, if you're a real designer, you plant them in threes. Twos, it's like you're supposed to do everything in odd numbers, so it's really like threes, and then spread them out. And it's amazing how big a field you can make with one bunch of plants.
I'm using 2 swords.
2 swords, no extra credit though.
I'm grabbing some of the Valley Aquascaper sword, as well as some of the Hydro Compacta.
Ah, so we have a compacta theme going here. Are you turning that in for your flowering?
Not yet, not till January.
Not till January.
Is that a dwarf variety of sword?
They definitely don't get as big as a lot of the other ones do. They're going to stay, and it's going to obviously depend on growing conditions, but they're going to stay probably under 9 inches and more like in the 6 to 8 inch range.
Things like compacta and dwarf and things like that, you know, a lot of it's compared to what their cousins are. I know at home I got some dwarf vine Burnham bushes and they're like 6 foot tall now. So the name doesn't always mean that much.
Regular viburnum usually get about 12 feet tall.
I know. So this is dwarf, but it's still too dang tall. Have you chosen any new plants yet, or you're still using them?
I put in some Vertone and Gentian.
Oh, you missed that. That's one of the newer ones in the last couple of years.
What you put in?
Rotella and Gentian. Fernandishine.
I think it's supposed to be a cross between like
There's lots of hybridization with plants now.
Someone wants to have me run up that trail, stay in the extreme, believe me.